Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning. If you've just joined us, if you've been with us all morning though, welcome back to the next session of Event Tech Live. Coming up in just a minute, we are going to have Entering the Age of Phygital Events. But just a quick reminder, Event Tech Live is not just about the presentations here on the main stage. It's all about reconnecting you with other people in our industry as well. So we have got our speed networking sessions today. At 12 o'clock, we have a speed networking session on exhibitions and trade show, all organisers for that. So if you want to get involved with that, that is at 12 o'clock today. And at 2 o'clock, freelancers and independent planners, we have a speed networking session. So if you do want to get involved with those, make sure you go to the agenda and register for those. It is first come, first serve. They do get booked up, so make sure you join early. But for now, though, here on the main stage, as I say, we are going to go on straight to topic number 2 today, which is entering the age of phygital events. Great term there for you, phygital. And to tell us all about it from Eventscase, we have Jose Bort. Good morning, Jose.
Hi, good morning, Simon.
Hi, great to have you here. Really looking forward to this. So if you're ready, sir, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Simon. So, the name of the session is Entering the Age of Phygital Events. And because at the end of the day, we have now different type of attendees. And it's not the same, an attendee than let's call it a viewer. So just to give you a bit of context about myself, I'm the CEO and co-founder of Eventscase. Eventscase were one of the main European event technology platforms with more than 80 staff. And what makes us different is the flexibility we need. We provide to organizers with all these products that you can see there. And I'm working mainly with corporates, agencies, and conference or organizers. So we have a bit of, now we are just 9 years old, and with offices worldwide, so we have a bit of experience with this. And I'm going to make it quite quick. This, at the beginning of the presentation, because we all know what has been going on in the last year and a half, and 75% of event organizers shifted from physical to virtual events because COVID. The situation has been changing. And we see, 2020, there was a digital transformation acceleration by 7 years. But in 2021, millions of people are vaccinated. We are getting back to physical events worldwide. And so, let me see. Okay, sorry. And so, it's an ongoing question of, are we back to physical events, or we continue with virtual and digital events at the same time alongside physical? And so this question is endless, and the thing is that the industry has changed in 2020, but the thing is not just the events. What has changed is the attendees. So the lines between real and virtual are increasingly blurring. And really from 2021, attendees will nearly always want, a layer of virtual of a reality. So even if they are in person, they would like to have an event app where they can connect people, check their agendas, that, digital layer, let's call it. And they want to gain more control on their agendas. They want to personalize their content tracks, highly engage in gamification, optimize their networking time, and demand fun and rewards. So this concept of phygital is, yes, we can call it physical plus digital, or we can call it hybrid. But at the end of the day, is the the concept implicit to this phygital that I will explain. So what we're going to discuss now is, the following questions is, who is this new hybrid attendee or phygital attendee? How can we get all of them to participate and feel part of the event experience? And how we can grow our event when it's over? And is it possible to have online? So is it possible to have only post-event attendees? And how can technology connect it all in a common thread? So let's start with the first point. Now, who is this new attendee? And we have all, realized how brands are really focused on the concept of a community, and it's because we have a new type of attendee right now with, very particular characteristics. So some of these features are that they require easy navigation. They don't necessarily have the desire to be in the spotlight. Their timing does not have to coincide with the physical attendee, and they have more distractions in their digital life and must be kept hooked in a space. So how can we get all of them to participate and feel part of the event experience? We know that 60% of event planners say that number one challenge with virtual events is driving engagement and networking opportunities. So it's not. So imagine giving the same opportunity for a digital or virtual attendee than a physical, no matter where they are. So we need to bring some concepts together. One is mixed exclusive sessions. I will explain now further in the next slides. Live interaction, networking, user profiles, and automatic notifications. So with mixed exclusive sessions, what we mean is that this phygital venue app should be 100% synchronized with, between the digital attendees and the physical. Live interaction, all attendees should be invited for Q&A and polls at the same time with the same, let's call them opportunity, or right. Networking, whether it's the classic one-to-one meetings or the most spontaneous networking through the networking area, the phygital concept must be present for all and giving them again the same opportunities. And that's the reason why it's very important the user profile, that people know who is a physical attendee, who is a virtual attendee, and their availability, or even if it's a mix, because we can see it now with Event Tech Live, where some of us we are attending virtually the event, but some days we will be on site. And so we need to have that, same experience, whether we are there or we are connected of our laptop or phones. And that's the reason why automatic notifications are really critical, and to differentiate between if it's an in-person or a virtual attendee and give them the same level of experience. So how can we grow the event once it's over? So one is on-demand content as a lead generator, provide networking opportunities with exhibitors and sponsors, don't hide the event website or any other promotional asset after the event. So is it possible to have only those post-event attendees? So at the end are people that they are registering to your event. So then maybe they will attend physical or digital or no. But the conclusion is that at the end of the day, they are interested in your event. They are interested in your content, and they are interested in networking. So always give them the access to an on-demand platform. And now, thanks to online and offline checking tools, we know when people are checking in, checking out, where they are, and then we can build a segmentation, and then from there, send different post-event thank you messages for those who show up or didn't. Track the interactions with emails and on-demand content they are accessing. Use the on-demand content as a lead generator and set up a specific registration to access it while promoting it on social networks. And that's the part of the technology. So how technology is the common thread connecting all these stakeholders. And the statistic says that 71% of event planners say that they will continue to employ a digital-first strategy, even now when in-person events. So the question is, does that mean virtual events will replace in-person conferences? Obviously not. That means you can call it the way you want: phygital, hybrid, virtual, face-to-face, or this is the key thing, or simply events. Because with all these technological innovations and the mass adoption of social networks, chances are that we will even stop using the term hybrid, because there will be no reason to maintain this differentiation. And the hard truth about digital first experiences is that we thought back-to-back webinars could be called virtual events, and they were not. We thought many great speakers did not get adapted. Well, we know many great speakers did not get adapted to virtual keynotes. VR, virtual reality, augmented reality are not an ultimate solution. And we are really struggling on transferring the in-person emotional value to digital environment and get that engagement with virtual events. So we need to have a strategy where, digital is first. Really doesn't matter if it's in-person event, hybrid, or in this case, digital or virtual. We need to invest in support. Choose a vendor that creates in-house digital competency and empowers your team. Something that is scalable and is flexible. The event can change, and we know now as well with travel restrictions that you can plan an event now for being virtual, and then suddenly you realize that you could make it hybrid, or you make it fully in person. So you need a flexible and a scalable vendor, and someone with business orientation, to really advise on this. So selecting the right technology, service, and content to support your events, both today and in the future, is key. Thank you. All to you, Simon.
That was fantastic. Thanks so much, Jose, there for that presentation. I feel like you have sort of touched on something that I sort of knew, but I hadn't really sort of brought to the forefront of my mind there, where you said although sort of events have changed, virtual events have changed, our audience have changed. And I think that's very much a key point that I sort of knew in the back of my mind that I've never really brought to the forefront, because I know in the events, that everybody went virtual, it seemed to do, like you say, last year, and now things are opening up. I think event planners really do have to take into consideration that, like you say, the audience has dramatically changed. They're used to virtual events now, and almost that transition back into live events is, for them, they're not used to that anymore. It's almost like they've forgotten how to do that. So I think that's a really, really interesting point you made there. We haven't had any questions come in, and we just had one from Petrika. Great points, Jose, regarding the on-demand content. Just a question here at the end. Regarding the on-demand content, do you think it comes down to tech solutions or the quality of production?
Both. Both. We know with virtual events, production is key. It needs to be more a TV show events rather than a webinar, and that's the reason why we have struggled so much on engaging attendees for virtual events. But the other side is the technology and the platform to support that great production. Because if you have a great production, but then you don't have a platform where you can promote it there, monetize it, get all the analytics, provide all the benefits for the users, then basically it's like investing in a great car, and then you don't have the driving license to use it.
No, absolutely. It's about finding that balance, isn't it? And the one helps the other, and without either, it's not going to be successful. Now, totally agree with you on that. So I say we don't have any more questions from the audience, but are you going to be yourself, Jose, attending? Obviously, we are doing a hybrid event this week. Are you going to be live and in person joining us in London yourself, yes, or are some of the team going to be down there?
Unfortunately, no, but my team, yes, my team is there. We are so today and Friday all connected virtually, and then we have the whole UK and Europe team in London. But yeah, it's going to be the first time that I missed the event.
Oh, really? Really? Oh, it's a shame we can't see yourself. But as I say, if you want to connect with any of Jose's team from Events Case, and I say we will be live in London tomorrow and Thursday as well. So get down there if you can. It would be fantastic to see as many people there as possible. So, Jose, thank you very much for joining us. Really, really interesting presentation there. And I say, if anyone who wants to connect with Jose, you can do it on the event platform here as well. I'm sure you'd love to hear from people, Jose. But thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you, Simon.
Fantastic. Oh, we just... Ooh, nope, I've got time for it. Cut him off there. Okay, we're going to move on. If you do have any question for Jose, as I say, we've just had one coming from Joe. Joe, you can drop Jose a message, get connecting with him on the platform. That is what today is all about. But ladies and gents, we are going to take another short break now. We've got a tech demo from the conference online. We're then going to come back at 11:30 for technology for behaviour change with Dr. James Morgan. So if you need a break, go and get yourself a brew. But if you want to learn more about the conference online, a tech demonstration is coming your way. Just